What is up, y'all, and welcome back to the channel in my 2025 Ford Bronco. How can I say that wrong? Ford Bronco. Let's get it. Gonna have to get used to saying that, but 2025 Ford Bronco. Anyways, we have the first mod to be installed today. Well, second, I got the windows tinted. That was the first mod. Not worth a video, but second mod. And it's the Bulletpoint Mounting Solutions RubiGrid. We had it in the Silverado. I loved it, so it's back. In the box here, we get all of the hardware, the instructions, and the RubiGrid itself. You may notice that in the box I had 0 accessories. That is because I took the GoPro mount and the phone mount off of the one in the Silverado. So I just ordered the base plate. We're gonna install that today. I'm gonna show you how to do it. It's gonna go right up yonder. It is going to cover a speaker. Well, we're gonna see. One thing about this Bronco is there's a lot of accessory ready areas on it. This is one of them. We're gonna take a look here. So step one is the disassembly. That is taking all of these screws out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna pop those out real quick with the supplied screwdriver, which is right here. Should be pretty simple. Let's get her taken care of. So we have the top and the bottom separated. If you see here, there is an adhesive material on the bottom. They do indicate that you have to self-tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws into the dash. I don't think I'm gonna do that. Much like with the Silverado install, I'm going to see if the adhesive will hold. On the Silverado, I didn't care so much because there was a bucket right in this area where you would not see the holes. However, if you do self-tap on this, you're gonna have holes in the dash forever. I used Velcro in the Silverado. This one comes pre-installed with adhesive, as well as this one screws to right here. So we're gonna give that a shot and see how it holds up. Let's get the bottom plate installed. It's gonna be a little bit difficult to get that dead on because I need to line up that screw hole, but we'll see. First thing I'm gonna do is wipe off that area with an alcohol wipe. The car is brand new, but there might be some film or something non-sticky on it, so I'm gonna alcohol wipe all that off, make sure it sticks good, and get that bottom plate installed. Bottom plate is installed. This screw is not fully tight yet. Did seem there was a little bit of a warp in this plate. It was a little bit bent because this side is down sturdy. This side is starting to raise up. So I'm just gonna let it sit as it is and hopefully that gets stuck. Now it is time to assemble this part. So I have to figure out where I want to mount the phone mount as well as the GoPro mount. Get those installed, and then it's pretty much home free. But yeah, we're just gonna let that sit there for a little bit. I'm pretty confident, you know, if this is tight, I don't think we're gonna have issues. So let's get that done. So here is our mock-up. The thing about this Bronco is the windshield is so shallow that this area is getting a little bit crowded, especially with the radar detector. I think I can get a radar detector mount for this, but with the phone in this position when it's locked up, it's a little bit crowded. Maybe I'm just not used to it, but I think that's the best position I can get. I can also get a longer extension for this arm so it sits more, you know, in this area. But we're gonna roll with that for now. Let's get it all buttoned up. These are all on there solid. I just wanted to do a test fit. The last step now is to, well, we can do that one last, but put all other 6 top screws back in, and we should be off to the races. Sweet, so we got it installed and it's solid as hell with that screw in there and the accessory mount and the adhesive. This is more solid than it was on the Silverado. It is still a little bowed very slightly. I wish I would have checked that before putting it together because I'm sure you can just bend it back, but I'm happy with that and I'm happy with the position. You know, the phone goes on there. I think it should work out just fine. I think I can tuck up these cables as well for the radar detector. As mentioned, there is a speaker right there, so we're completely covering the speaker now. But let's get this completely wrapped up and take a look. There is the final setup. I dig it. I was able to kind of just jam those cables for the radar detector out of there so they are more hidden. We have the GoPro mount. I mean, dead on. It's working out pretty nice. I do have this angled up pretty heavily. That way when the phone is in this position here, it's as out of the way as it can get. But as previously mentioned, I think I'm just gonna have to get used to it and the depth of this windshield. If all else fails, I will just get a longer extension for this and get it down in this area, but I think it'll work out just fine. The first mod on the Bronco. And I do still have the entire cage assembly, if you want to call it that, the RubiGrid assembly for the 21. So if you want to message me on Instagram at Limited Slip Automotive, I will randomly select somebody and I'll give it to you for free.